Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Star Stylist Homestead. It's Teresa speaking. So I wasn't going to do a video this weekend, but I've been searching some rolls. I am going to attempt to make Kaiser rolls, but I'm going to roll them two different ways just to see which one I like better. Very interesting how people change them up. I want them crispy on top. Some people like them softer, but a real Kaiser roll is supposed to be crispy. So I'm going to do with the steam for both of the ones that I'm rolling different. So what I have right now, okay, and I'll have the recipe below of what I'm using. I'm only making one batch. I have 1 cup of warm water, about 110 degrees. I'm going to put it, and you can do this by hand. You know me, I choose to do it by my mixer. So it's 1 cup of warm water, about 110 degrees. I have 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. So I'm going to add that right in. And my sugar, I want 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. I'm going to grab my whisk and whisk that. If you're not comfortable knowing that your yeast is good, do this, let it sit and rise. Make sure it's good. Rise and bloom is what I meant. I know mine is. I just used it 2 days ago. I've never had a problem with it, so I'm going to just continue. My flour, I need 3 1/2 cups. And I'm using all-purpose flour. You can use bread flour. This is a 1/2 cup measuring, so actually I'll swap. Save me some time. Now watch me run out of flour here. That was a 1/2, so it's 1 1/2. Two 1/2. And I need a total of 3 1/2. Three 1/2 cups of flour. Okay, and then my salt. Salt. I need 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Mix it right in with my flour. Then I'm just gonna mix that in a little bit. I have melted butter, 3 tablespoons of melted butter. It's not scalding hot or anything. I'm gonna mix that right in right now with my water and yeast. And it's already blooming a little bit, so I'm just going to continue from here. Okay, I'm going to take some of this flour. Oh, you know what? No, almost forgot. I didn't have my egg at room temperature, so I put it in. Hopefully this egg is fine. Yep. Put it right in there. And I'm gonna get that mixed in. All right, now I'm gonna take about half my flour or so. Just mix it in my bowl. Get it all nice and moist. By hand, you're going to end up kneading this for about 10 minutes if you don't use a mixer. Okay. Now I'm going to mix the rest of my flour in. Just get it mixed in here. You don't have to mix it totally. I just want to, let's see if you can see this. And honestly, friends, this is all there is to it, to the dough. Okay, that should be good. And now I'm going to stick it on my stand mixer with the dough hook. And get this going. But once it starts going a little bit, I'm going to push the sides down just to make sure everything's mixed in and let it continue. And I'll be back. I added about another tablespoon of flour to this. I didn't feel like it was coming together enough, but now it is. So we're going to let that continue. I have another 2.5 minutes or so, and we'll see how that goes from there. Dough looks really good. Okay. Now I'm just going to take it out of this pan. Now I have my other pan ready with oil in it. And then, sorry, I didn't see you weren't. Okay, let it sit in that pan, covered. I'm gonna cover it probably hour and a half until it's double in size. And when it is, then the fun part starts. So I'll be back. Friends, I wanted to let you know, being summer and everybody's house is so cold, like mine. If you have a dehydrator, I'm sure my regulars know this. I have my dehydrator over there. I cover my bowl. I set that dehydrator just to get warm. Then I shut it off as my bread is starting to come together here so that it stays warm in there. And that's where I rise my dough. Works perfect every time. So there you have it. Try it. It works really good. Or you can put it in the oven with your light on. But that seems to work the best for me. See you back. Alrighty, friends. Doubled in size. So now it is time. I actually walked over there to get my flour and forgot. Okay. Roll that dough right on out of there. Come on. Okay. Get the air out. Then I'm just going to make the balls. Actually, let's make these first. This is where I'm going to do the odd rolling thing. Okay, here we go. Hey, one of them, he did it like this. And he folded it. And then he folded it again, kind of like folding up an envelope. Not sure what that did. And then he rolled it. This one was pretty cool, but so was the other one. And you want it about 1 foot long. I have my pan behind me, by the way. all ready with parchment paper. This dough wants to just keep going back together. Let's do it this way. It smells good anyway. And then he tied a knot, okay, like that, like a pretzel, I guess. And then this one, well, let's do the bottom first. The one hanging over, he brought it all the way to the middle, right into the hole. And then the one on top, he brought all the way to the middle and then the hole. And then pinched them together, which actually is pretty cool. And there you have. Pretty neat, huh? And then he just put them on his tray. But she did them upside down, so I'm going to do it upside down too. And just leave them sitting on that tray. And then hers, this other lady, let's see, she did it. Oh, wait, she rolled. So, she rolled it. I'm just going to go with the flow. And then she flattened it out a little. And then she put her thumb and folded that over. And then she did this, a chop, and folded it over. And then another chop and folded it over. Five times, okay? And she took her thumb out, and the fifth one she tucked inside. That's actually pretty cool too. And then she pinched it together. That's different. Okay. And then we're going to flatten it. Let me see if I can bring you closer here. Okay, she flattened it. She put her thumb and flipped it over. And then squeezed that. And then she did the karate chop thing right there in the middle. And then folded it over. Karate chop. Folded over. That's what she called it, friends. Karate chop. Folded over. And karate chop. 5 times. And then that last piece goes inside. And again, you have the roll. Crazy, huh? Let's go back to his. I don't understand why it's got to be in the rectangle shape and then folding it over. And then folding it over again. And then roll. This one seems to be a little bit easier, as long as you can roll them. So, put it into a knot. Put all the way through. Okay. We'll bring the top one over first. Down into the hole. Oops. Down into the hole. And then bring this one up to the bottom and pinch together. Actually, those actually look nicer. It's much easier. We'll pinch these together. There. Okay, I'm gonna do these last 4, and then I'm gonna cover them again and let them sit for a half hour, and let them rise. So I'll be back when I'm done. All right, my friends, they are done. Well, they're done rising anyway. And that was more than 30 minutes because I had company. So now I'm going to do an egg wash on these gently. I don't want to deflate them. All right, friends, that's all done. Now I'm just going to sprinkle my roasted sesame seeds on top. And what I just did, because I forgot to mention it earlier, is I took a big baking pan, filled it with boiling water, and stuck it on the bottom rack of my oven. So this is going to steam these rolls. So that they're nice and hard on the outside, because that's what I want. I want them nice and hard. Now they're all ready to go in. I'm going to shove them in the oven at 375 for 30 minutes. Let me show you here. I have my big pan of boiling water down there, and then these in here, and shut it. I will bring you back when these come out of the oven. 30 minutes. Okay, my bad. These are 15 to 17 minutes. So I shut that off and I put it for 17 minutes because some of them are kind of big and I want to make sure they're done. So there's that. I'll be back. Well, my friends, that was 17 minutes. I'm glad that I checked my recipe. To be sure, because I've watched so many of them. Check these out. Look at those. And they just came out of the oven. Some are a little, browner on the bottom. Like this one. Okay. Oh, don't those look delicious? Oh my God, I can't wait to try it. So I'm going to let those cool off. My house smells amazing right now. I'm going to let those cool off a little bit, but I'm going to cut one open when it's still warm. Slap some butter on it just to try it. Oh, look. You hear? They're crispy. That's what I wanted. I shall return. I can't wait anymore. They're not rock hard, but they got a nice crust. Now I'm going to cut into it. Let me put you down a little bit. Get it right over my counter. Oh, it smells so good. And look at the crumb. Perfect. See the smoke coming up off of it? I'm going to put some butter. Whoops, got a piece of. Yummy. I'm going to try some of this. This is my mango blueberry jam that I made. This came out so good. If you didn't see this video, oh my gosh, guys. That is amazing. Okay. I can eat just that. I can literally just eat this. Forget dinner. Oh my word. And this jam, I just ate my whole half. It's amazing. There you have it, friends. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've never made these, super easy. These are perfect. They are amazing. And they freeze very well. From what everybody says. Actually cook them. Let them cool completely and throw them in the freezer. Take them out, let them defrost, pop them in the oven to heat them up. And they said they taste exactly like coming out of the oven. I don't know about that, but my Portuguese bread does, so I don't know. Anyway, have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day weekend to everybody again, because I wasn't supposed to be doing another video. And you guys be safe. Enjoy your family. Love you all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.